All right, we've been talking about this for months. I don't think the show has ever been as divided about a Washington football quarterback as we are about Ryan Fitzpatrick heading into the 2021 campaign. You have a pro-Fitz side of the room, that's EB and Cakes. You have an anti-Fitz side of the room sitting across from us, Jason and JP.
I wouldn't say it's anti-Fitz. I would say it's skeptical.
Skeptical Fitz. Skeptical to anti-Fitz.
No, I'd say anti.
Yeah, probably
I'll root for the guy because it's good for our business if he wins, but I'm skeptical that he's going to be as successful as you guys believe he's going to be.
Well, I think he's got weapons and he's capable. So, I mean, what else do you need?
And this is
17-year veteran.
Maybe this is the perfect scenario that his whole career has been building towards.
Look,
it's a big maybe. Maybe that's what we're looking at.
I heard this clip yesterday.
Yeah.
And, I'm just trying to be fair and balanced in this debate here.
Of course you are.
And I know Jason was critical yesterday or last week about having anti-Fitz guys on along with pro-Fitz guys.
Okay.
So I penciled this segment in here just for Jason.
Thank you. I knew there was analysts were out there.
So I'm going to guess that this analyst, and his name is Aaron Schatz, he joined B. Mitch and Finley. Like if we printed up T-shirts, he's going to be rocking anti-Fitz.
So his whole
T-shirt.
deal, was that the whole reason why he was booked, or that was just one topic he talked about?
No, it was just one topic he talked about.
Okay.
He's from Football Outsiders. I'm not sure. Did Kicks you mention that or not?
Yeah, he's from Football
But he was asked about
on Twitter.
He didn't lead the witness. He gave his opinion, so we can listen to that.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Fitzpatrick is not going to be as good as he was last year in Miami, but he's going to be a lot better than what they got out of Haskins and Smith.
Why do you think Fitz will take a step back here?
He was so good last year with pressure. He was the best quarterback in the league under pressure, and that's just not as consistent from year to year as performance without pressure. And he was 27th in the league without pressure. When you think of Ryan Fitzpatrick last year, what play do you think of? You think of that ridiculous play against the Raiders where he had the guy bearing down on him, and he basically was like not even looking and threw the ball up and somehow completed it like 30 yards down. That stuff is just not sustainable.
A lot of people talk about his last 2 years, and I'm the type of person where if you show me who you were for 12, 13 years, I'm going to normally believe that over the last 1 or 2 years. What do the stats say about a guy in those situations to where they play a little better, but do they completely change who they are?
No, I mean, it's not likely. Fitzpatrick has been above average by our numbers as a passer for 3 straight years. Mm-hmm. The thing is, every time he plays, the same thing happens. The more he plays, the more his numbers go down. And I would expect that to happen in Washington. But I don't expect him to be, really bad. I expect him to be a little bit below average. And like I said, that's a huge improvement over what they had at quarterback last year.
I don't have a big problem with what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I mean,
I don't either, but
because you kind of agree with it.
I generally agree with that.
You know he's not going to be a superstar, but you said
he's going to put up some decent numbers.
He just said he's going to be a little bit below average.
But he said he's going to be light years beyond the play they got from Alex Smith.
Well, everyone agrees on that.
That's not hard because
Everyone agrees on that.
The bar is so low.
I understand the bar is low. What gives me pause from what he said is the more that he plays, the more
mistakes he makes.
Numbers are going to go down. See, that concerns me.
By the way, did we know
because I need him to play all the games?
Did we know he was 27th last year with a clean pocket?
I think we had heard that.
So
I know we had the number one with pressure, but that clean pocket stat is damning.
I'm just going to tell everybody, just barely block. Just let the pressure in. Yeah. If your guy's better under pressure and better improvising.
Well, listen, if there's one thing you'd rather have a guy good under pressure.
Yes.
And, the offensive line, last year was ranked, 6th, according to Pro Football Focus, so they performed okay. But he's going to have plenty of opportunity to perform under pressure.
Hold on. I can't believe you're agreeing 100% with that. Because your team Fitz, he just said Fitz is going to be below average.
Well, hold on. Remember, just 2-3 days ago, I said when somebody had him ranked 18th or 19th out of the 30 quarterbacks, I said, that's probably about right. I'm not going to argue that much about that. So that's below average. Say average is 15, 18. I mean, I think he's going to be good. I think he'll probably be a little bit better than what he's suggesting, but I don't think he's that far off. He's going to be light years better than what we've had. And that is the main premise of my argument. We have had total garbage play at quarterback since Alex Smith came here.
Correct.
And Alex found a way to win, and he protected the football, and I respect that. But it was, you had to hold your nose and watch those games.
Nobody with 20/20 vision that was watching the games would watch Alex Smith and say, man, he's really playing at a high level. Nobody would ever say that.
Nobody ever said that.
Nobody would say, that's really good quarterbacking Washington's getting.
No, but he's going to have games again. He's going to have games where we come in here and go, man, he was awesome, and he won the game for him. You know, just like he did a couple times last year in those 7 games. But he's also going to be Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Right.
He's going to have games where he makes mistakes and throws you out of it.
He's going to have more good than bad. You think he's going to have more bad than good?
Okay, so that could be 9 and 8.
Well, if he plays below average, like he suggests, then he will get benched.
Not necessarily. If he plays like the 18th best quarterback, that'll be fine. If he plays like the 28th best quarterback,
Well,
the 29th best quarterback, the 30th best quarterback, then that's trouble.
Then that's bench time.
Well, he's speaking glowingly of the team and this spot. To add to your side, I don't know if you read the article on ProFootballTalk.com about what Fitz said.
I did.
And he said, this is the best situation I've ever been in, or the best situation that I've ever gone into as the guy. I signed to be the starter in Houston. I signed to be the starter in Miami. So this is now the third team that I've signed to come in and be the starter for. I just feel like the way that I'm playing the last 4 years, kind of the progression of my career, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that 17 years in, physically, I feel great, mentally, emotionally, I'm in the right spot. I just think I'm set up for success this year and really looking forward to it.
I happen to agree with him.
If you want to weigh in on the Gambit DC listener lines, bet, play, win with Gambit DC, brought to you by the DC Lottery, 800-636-1067.
Well, what else is he going to say? I think we're going to suck.
That's a good point.
I'm not going to complete any passes.
So
I'm going to throw picks.
You disagree with what he's saying now?
No, he's a positive guy. He's a smart, positive guy. Of course he's going to feel that way.
He actually said a couple of years ago he hated football. I guess because he was just getting tired of getting benched.
Yeah. But I mean, he's...
You know, he doesn't hate a $10 million paycheck from the Washington football team.
That's good
That'll
money.
reignite your love of football, I would think. And you get a good opportunity as a starter.
I know we've done this amongst ourselves. Certainly Cakes and I do it all the time. We're doing it like once or twice a week. But I'd like to hear once and for all, Jason and JP, Valdez, and even, what's our new guy's name?
That's Linnell.
Linnell.
Yeah, Linnell.
I'm sorry.
What's up,
Linnell's
Linnell?
not an easy name for me to remember. Linnell. Let's get Linnell's opinion, and then let's have the callers. All I want is this. Touchdown interception ratio. That's all I want. Okay? Cakes, you go first. And I know you've been very bullish.
Are we talking like 2.5 to 1, or you want like total touchdown numbers?
Total touchdowns, interceptions.
Ooh. Is he playing
I'll go first.
all 17 games?
You have to decide.
You have to decide. I'll go first. 25-14. I think it's a very solid, middle of the pack to good type of year with the weapons he has. 25-14.
All right, that's semi-bullish. I'm going to re-raise you. I'm going to go...
I know you're a little higher than me.
29 touchdowns, 29 tutties if he plays all 17 games. I think that's very achievable.
By the way, if he gets to 25, that would be a career high, I believe, in passes.
31.
Oh, 31 that 1 year. Yeah, right.
He'll have 29 touchdowns, 17 Eric Pickles.
So how many did you say?
29 and 17.
All right. I'm 25 and 14.
That's a lot of action.
Can you keep that? Yeah. Keep track. I'm 25-14. You're 29 and 17.
Yep. Do you got the bet book?
Yeah, it's
JP,
right here.
Will you go on record, JP?
I think the bet book is somewhere right around here.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just so we keep it. He's going to lose that piece of paper.
File it away.
It's saved digitally forever in the cloud.
Yeah, go get the Odyssey out.
I'm going to give him 17 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. He will be benched.
That's a really putrid.
Oh, so
putrid.
I don't think he's going to play all
I'm
17
just projecting
games.
if he plays all 17, which he won't. But
okay, so no, that you should project what you think he's going to do. If you think he's only going to play 7 games.
20 and 16.
All right.
20 and 16 for Jason.
All right. Valdez.
If he was going to play 17, I would have said 24 and 17.
Uh-huh. All right. Valdez.
29, 17.
Oh, you were sharing the same brain, Valdez.
All right, Linnell. I have no idea where Linnell is, if he's team fits or not.
He's on the phone right now.
Oh, he is?
I'll have him write it down. But also,
is he a Washington fanboy?
I don't know. I know he played high school football.
I am a huge Washington fanboy, by the way.
He played at Magruder. He's got high school football experience.
So I'm the leader of the Heineke Hive. I don't think Fitzpatrick is going to start 17 games. You're ludicrous if you think that. I think he goes 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's benched by week 5.
Wow.
You know that week 5. That means he's going to threw 11 touchdowns in 4 weeks.
By the bye. Yeah. Hey, also, Eric, do you know I have audio, Baldy. Baldinger is on Team Washington.
Yeah,
so you can add that to the list of people.
Baldy, Ochocinco,
who's high.
Rich Eisen.
Right.
Do you want to hear him on Grant and Danny?
Yeah.
I can see them definitely double-digit wins. 9 is the bare minimum for this football team. This defense has they were the 4th-ranked defense last year, and on paper, I believe they're better. This defense definitely being a top 3 defense. And if you go into games where you can keep the score at 17 or fewer points, you got a chance to win all these games.
Third? He's got him as the third best defense?
Baldy's butt size for WFP.
12 wins, 11 wins.
He said double digit.
He said double digit.
He said 9's the bare minimum.
He's taking his gnarled fingers and pushing all of his chips right in the middle.
He does have a wacky pinky.
So add that to the list, Eric.
All right, hold on. Liddell, what is your
Liddell?
What is it? What is
Eccles.
it?
Linnell. Now you're getting silly.
I can't remember the name.
It's Lynn with an L. Linnell.
Listen, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I've never heard the name before in my life.
All right, his nickname.
It's hard for me.
His nickname is
just think Lionel.
the Exterminator because he kills all the flies.
Okay, like it.
That is what they call me.
Linnell. How do you spell it? Let me visualize it.
Lynne.
MN?
Like Lynn, Lynn.
Lynn.
Yeah.
E as in elephant, L as in Linnell, L as in Linnell.
All right, I should be able to do that. If I visualize it, I should be able to
So 2
get it.
N's, 2 L's.
Yeah.
Lynn.
Actually, three L's.
What did he say? He said
He said 11 and 7 or 11 and 8, and then benched by the bye.
All right, so I want to bang out calls here. And we could do it in the next segment, too. Okay?
All right, we're taking predictions on.
All I want, number of touchdowns and number of interceptions. And that'll tell us whether or not you think he's going to get benched or he's going to play a full season. We'll know by your number.
800-636-1067. You can weigh in on the Gambit DC listener lines, bet, play, win. It's very simple. Give us Fitz's touchdowns, his tutties against his ints for 2021. We'll take your calls on that next here on The Fan.